Hey, it's Friday. You made it through the week. Friday night bitch night with Wade. Me, your host. How you doing? Right on. Everything's good? Everybody doing good? Good to hear. Welcome aboard. It is bitch night. I'm your host, Wade. Going to have all sorts of fun tonight. I'm going to be joined by Doe here in a little bit. We'll get that up and running. And maybe Bonzi will join us. He's just finishing up his live stream over on Facebook and YouTube as well. He'll be joining us from the Dean Blundell Network, maybe, if he has time, if he can. What else we got going on? New sponsor. That's right, new sponsor. She doesn't even know she's sponsoring the show. This is how new she is. Tamara, my daughter, sponsoring me, making me all these lovely mugs. I'm sure you've seen, well, the intro mug. That's one of them. My daughter makes these. I mentioned a couple weeks ago, let's promote local people that do little artisan things like this, not necessarily make money, but more as a hobby. And since then, I've hooked up Tamara with two clients, one out in Smoky Lake doing dog stuff for her grooming business for Hannah at Canine Groomers, and the other one for the gang at 95.7, the radio station here in Edmonton. I had Tamara make Lachlan a mug, and he loved it, and now he wants her to do a bunch of swag and promo for the radio station and for their morning show broadcast where they sell shirts on their own accounts strictly for beer money. So it's a lot of fun. So Tamara's my new sponsor. She, it's going to cost her a few bucks here and there in mugs and shit for her dad, but I like coffee. What can I tell you? Before we go any further, big shout out, man. Soccer today. Canada gold. And I gotta tell you, I fucking hate soccer. I can't watch the game. It bores me to tears. I played soccer when I was a kid because I think one of my parents may have held a gun to my head. I really don't remember. But their argument was, you play hockey. Soccer is similar to hockey, and the running will keep you in shape for playing hockey. And I went, okay. So I played soccer, and it's a lot of running. My cigarettes kept blowing out. My drink kept spilling. I was about 10. So you can understand my frustration. The other thing is I didn't really understand the rules or anything of the game. I played soccer the same way I played hockey, where if you had the ball and you were within 10 feet of me, you were getting smoked. And then I was going to take the ball, and I had a strong leg. I could kick field goals at the age of 10 years old from about 45 yards. Not a problem. Football was my forte, and kicking a ball, not a problem. So when I got the ball, I'd kick the ball and score a goal. And then this coach would give me shit for, oh, why'd you kick the ball from there? You're supposed to move it down the field and score pretty goals. Fuck it. We're winning, right? We won the game 9-1. I got 8 goals. Fuck it. Who cares? We won the game. But congratulations to the Canadian women's soccer team. Christina Sinclair, you earned it, chickie. The amount of time and devotion that young lady put into soccer for the last 20 years, 15 for sure, maybe 20 years. And this is the first time they've ever won a gold medal. Hats off to them. Well done. Again, might see Bonzi later. You never know. I have no idea. I've shut his feet off, so I don't know what's going on over there. He could be drowning in a flurry of shit for all I know. Anyways, hey, I tell you what, let's bring Doe in. Hi, Doe.
Hey.
Doe, you there? Doe, hi.
I am
Doe.
here.
How you doing? I can't hear that, man. Nobody can hear that. There we go. You got sound effects. Jesus. Oh, just what the world needs, sound effects. I got this itchy nose thing on the go. I think my hair's
and in
too long.
Spanish too, some of them.
Really? Oh, excellent. It's a learning tool. If we're going to retire in Mexico, we're going to need a learning tool to learn Spanish.
If you're going to learn Mexican minion, sure.
Yeah, I can speak Spanish, but only in minion. See, I do, and that translates to. Oh, did you find this week really fucking long? Like, this is a short week. We only had a 4-day work week. But fuck, was it a long work week?
Mine wasn't too bad. The first couple of days went okay. Today, I was glad I only worked the 6 hours.
Man, well, I didn't work anymore. I only worked 6 hours a day, or roughly, maybe 5. Hid for half an hour.
Yeah, but you got to put up with drivers. I couldn't do it. There's no way. There's no way.
City traffic's so bad, and the construction right now. Holy Jesus! If it's a
even
road
on the highway
it's
today,
torn up.
it was busy. The
Yeah.
highway was busy too, like going to Lamont, and I was really surprised that the 15 cars in front of me were all going to Lamont.
Yeah. I don't know what that's all about.
I
But
don't
no,
know.
even like the city traffic, the roads in the city are just brutal. They're all, like I say, if they're there, they're torn up. You got two seasons in northern Alberta: winter and construction.
Oh yeah,
You know,
definitely.
and every road, every step of the way is just a pile of shit. But that's what it is. That's what it is, man. Living in northern Alberta. I'm going to throw a shout out to anybody watching, anybody listening. If you would like to be on the program as a co-host or just come in and give your 3 cents worth, let me know. I'll send you the link. We'll bring you in, and you can
We'll
go
make fun
nuts.
of you.
We'll either make fun of you or we'll join you in your bitch and go, yeah, you have a legitimate bitch, and we feel for you, and then we'll laugh at you
We'll
because
pat you
it's
on the
what we do.
back. We'll put the
Yeah,
pat
we'll
on the
give
back.
a little pat on the back, a little hug to make you feel better. Then we'll mock you, mock like that.
Beto, Beto.
Beto. Thud hit a wall. It's okay.
Yeah,
This happens. This happens
8
live
o'clock's
broadcasting.
really late.
Yeah, for me it is. I'm going to start doing this at 3 in the afternoon. I think just because I'm just home from work and wide awake and full of piss and vinegar. This 8 o'clock at stuff, and I don't know. If I had a beer, I could lay down and have a nap right here. You guys could all watch me sleep. That'd be a good TV show. There you go. Sleep.
Yeah, no.
And if I gotta quit hitting my mic stand. Bum. So yeah, that was on the go.
Emails.
Emails. I got an email. I don't understand people. I had an email from this guy. I'm not even going to give his name. He gave me his real name too, which is pretty brave of him or pretty stupid of him. I'm not sure. I don't know. Did you want me to get you a mirror, Miss Vanity? Vanna.
It's just doing
Vanna,
this
turn
weird
around
shit.
and flip the fucking letter.
Ah,
L.
Shazam.
Shazam. Anyways, I don't even know the guy. No idea who it is. He gave me his real name, and I still don't know who it is. I can't figure it out. He sent me an email to bitch about the quality of my podcast, which is fine. Okay. It's subjective. It's like art.
It's a learning curve.
But he went on to say that it took him he watched 3 separate episodes. So he committed 3 hours of his life to watching my podcast, only to send me an email saying, you suck. And he's probably watching right now, thinking I'll use his name and bring him 15 minutes of fame or something. I have no idea. But if you are watching right now, or if you're going to watch it later, do I still suck? And if I do, is it the same way your mom sucked to earn a living to raise you as a child? I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay. No, I can take the criticism. I got thick skin.
Yeah, I think people need to. I'm with Lachlan when it comes down to it. I don't give a shit, August.
Yeah. Well, and Lachlan, well, he went to radio school in Vancouver. I went in Edmonton. And I think that was rule 1, grow thick skin.
Yeah, probably.
Because some people are going to love you, but most of the people are going to hate you. Because most people with broadcasters, most people that phone into radio shows phone in just to hear their own voice on the radio. The others that phone in because they can do a better job than you on the radio. So you have to have a thick skin because you're going to get it from every Johnny and Janie out there. And I do. I really, I don't fucking like. I'm like Locke. I don't fucking care. I suck. No, well, good. You think I suck? Great. You're probably not the only one. There's probably others out there that think I suck. There's probably others out there that think I'm an asshole in real life. Outside this house even.
I don't suck. I spit.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm being good now.
Okay, now. But no, there's people that think I'm an asshole. And you know what? I don't care. There's other people that go, hey, Paul, he's a hell of a nice guy. I don't care. Well, that's not true. I care about that.
Do you really?
Because those people, well, if people like me, I put in effort to like them back.
I don't.
Because I don't like many people. I'm kind of a loner. I kind of should
work
be sitting
with people all day long. Like I listen to the elderly all day long.
I was voted most likely to sit in a bunker with an automatic rifle. So it's I'm kind of a loner.
I wasn't voted, so you're one up on me.
That was the one day I attended school.
they
Vote
they
day.
couldn't hold me back or hold me long enough to vote on me. So it's like you got to catch up.
I thought
No.
I read in your yearbook you were voted most outstanding. Outstanding in the hall, outstanding in the
Oh
smoke
yeah,
pit, outstanding
that was the
outside.
early years.
Wasn't
The
I?
early
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Yeah, I was outstanding
yeah.
everywhere, but where I
Yeah.
was supposed
I
to be.
was going to be the guy hiding in a bunker with an automatic rifle, taking lives. Then that didn't come to fruition, and it never will. I don't own a bunker. Mind you, the way the dog digs in the backyard, any day now I could have a bunker.
I think there's a secret one behind the shed
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where we're going for reprieve
under
when
the
the
cherry
bombs start
tree. Yeah.
flying under the cherry tree. Yeah. So that was the email I got, and you got an email, you got comments, send them to me. You know, I'll gladly answer them for you, whether I dig them or not, man.
I've been fighting with email all week with Danby.
Yeah, with that, yeah. So what do? They send you a link to a part that's going to cost you another $100 fucking. Don't think
110
so.
plus shipping. So
Yeah, I
I
don't
sent
think
them
that's
another
going
link.
to happen. You send them a picture of my dryer hose hooked up to it and go,
Yeah,
there,
I
13
did.
bucks.
I did. I said, so
The
this
other,
makes the product worth over $700. I'm like, nah, that ain't happening. Look at what I did for $13.50.
and it works.
You idiots.
It only cost me a toe and you a shin and what else? There's something else I broke. Oh,
A
my
night of
finger.
sleep.
That was, yeah,
That
a
was the
night of
TV.
sleep. The TV, yeah, that was. I'm lucky I lived through last weekend. Let's face it, I really could have just died. Lost a toe, broke a
Oh, by the
finger.
way, anybody looking for P Squared vapes this weekend? I believe they're moving over to the other side.
Are they?
Yeah, so
Cool.
they're moving
Good for
this
those guys.
weekend box by box.
Good for those guys. Jose now follows me. That's his name, by the way. Jose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he follows me. He's watching. I don't know if he's watching right now, but he
Hey,
will be watching later.
Jose. We know a
Hi,
lot of
Jose.
Jose's.
Shout out. Yeah, most of the Jose's I know are in jail now, though. Well, no, they're out now. they're going to be eligible to actually go back to Mexico here shortly. So that's kind of cool. Hi, Taya. Taya's watching on the old Facebook there. The other one I had was again, this is really hard to bring up without naming names and stating the obvious, but I was asked to come someplace, to go to a function and invited along. Oh yeah, not a problem. I'll be there. I'll take care of that. We'll do that. We'll do our part. We'll show up. Can you bring your camera? Why? Well, to take pictures. Why? Well, you're a photographer. Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can you come and take pictures? Who do I bill? Well, it's for us. Who do I bill? I'm not doing this stuff for free. Family? No. Not family? No. This is how I earn my living. And you expect me to show up at your function and take pictures and provide my services for free? It's not going to happen. If I do decide to show up at your function and I happen to bring my camera, that's my choice. And I will share those pictures with everybody. That does not bother me. That's me making a conscious decision to, here we go. I'm here. I got the camera. Boom. We're doing this. But when you ask me, well, bring your camera. It's not going to happen. Sorry. Don't care. That's my bitch. I was asked that twice in the last couple of weeks. No, that's
Everybody's
not going
looking
to happen.
everybody's looking for a deal, which if they approach it the right way, they probably could get a
There's
deal. But
deals to be had. Certainly, I give out deals. Like Adam Stock. I show up there to do sound. A couple, 2-3 summers in a row, and I'm going to have the folks from Adam Stock on here shortly, maybe next weekend. I'll have Darius on to talk about this. But I do sound production for these people at a festival. I think I've done it 2 or 3 years in a row now. I'm not sure. But I take my camera with me. And in between band sets, when I have free time, I run around. I take pictures of fucking everything, man. And I bring them home. I process them. I edit them. I go through as if I am making $100 million to do this. I process everything up. I do it all up. There you go. I give them back to the people. Why? Why not? It gets my
Well, it
name out
ends
there.
up being an all night, all day, all week thing
It's an all
because it
weekend
takes
thing for the long
days
weekend.
to process all of it.
Oh yeah, certainly, certainly. It takes all week to process what I've shot over the long weekend because I'm stupid and take 20,000 pictures when two will do. Um,
Again, learning curve.
what learning? What's a learning curve? But that's my choice to do that. Darius has never asked me to come take pictures or anything. It's just, and it's not expected. What the fuck is going on? It's not. It's nothing expected. It's just just a curiosity. Out of the kindness of my own heart. That's right. I have a heart,
Yeah, the
and
doctor said you did because he found
I,
it.
I have medical proof that I have a heart because they found it on ultrasound.
Except they were looking for your gallbladder.
They were looking for my gallbladder when they found my heart, but and most people's heart goes thump 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 thump. Mine goes dum,
Okay, I have a question.
7 is the answer, unless it's a color question, in which case it's blue.
No, it's red. Why does he have a tail?
Well, so when he's swimming, he keeps an even keel. See, even Taya says, ask a doctor to your function. Then the doctor shows up and then say, hey, can you look at this? Does this look affected to you?
Yeah.
You'd never do that. At least I wouldn't. What do you...
It's microphone art.
You need counseling. There's just no two ways about it. We're medic. What else we got on the go here? Oh, this is my big bitch.
What? What?
Well, I got 2 of them now. First off is when your personal chef goes rogue and cooks what she wants, and now she's just making playtime. So that's really out the window now. The other one,
Okay.
the other
what?
bitch I had was when you win tickets to a concert from a radio station. I happened to win some tickets to a concert on a radio station today.
Yay.
And then I know the headliner, Blue Rodeo, Jim Cuddy. I met Jim Cuddy years and years ago at a songwriters thing at Folk Fest, back when I had the inspiration to be a song or a writer, one of the two. But so Jim Cuddy, huge fan of Blue Rodeo. Love Blue Rodeo. I know the second headline act is really good too. And then the other 3 artists, I had no idea who they were. So what do? I come home, jump on the old YouTube, type in the names. Now I have 3 new bands whose music I really, really like. My problem is I don't know how many fucking gigabytes I got in this noodle.
3.
I'm going to have to start pushing information out, old lyrics out to bring the new lyrics in or something. This is...
Delete Adele.
Delete Adele.
Delete Adele.
Oh, Adele never even took absorption into the gray matter. That's my bitch. So I don't know how much room I have left for new information.
Celine Dion.
Keyline Dion.
Get rid of that one too.
That's gone too. That's been gone for eons and eons and eons. That was never there. Can't stand Celine Dion.
Sure. I hear you singing in the closet.
Her and her tick ankle. Tick ankles. Oh, see, I don't know how many gigabytes left. And Razor Blades was another bitch. Fuck it. You buy a razor with a handle, and I go through what? 3 razors every 5 years for the amount I shave. This is my vape stick. I can shave with this.
You near, but it would go bad.
It would have gone bad. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, you buy a razor thing it comes with 3 blades and say a year, whatever. Fuck, I need more razors. What is this one? Oh, it's a Schick 3 or a Bic 9 or look, this one even has a this one even has a lighter attached to it. This one has one of these things. Juggler. But you go to replace the blades.
Well, that's gonna leave them.
And they don't make them anymore. Mm-hmm. I mean, well, you bought me razors here the other day, and you did a good job because you bought a handle, and there's 6 cartridges to go with this handle. So I should be good for a couple of years, and I can throw the whole fucking thing away and just buy something different because this one's
Because
going
it
to be
will be
outdated.
something. It will be something
Yeah,
different.
it'll be completely outdated.
Yeah,
So yeah, just
it's
stupid,
that's
stupid,
why
stupid, stupid.
I think it.
Damn it! I
That's
need a drink, Jim. Press the
I
mute
think
button.
that's
No, you
the
don't get one.
reason they come out with new stuff every so many months, and really it is every so months because those big ones that I bought you 2 days ago,
Yeah, it's been
those
about a week.
those have only been on the market for about a month,
Yeah, and they're going to be obsolete here in about 3 days.
probably. Yeah, it doesn't take long, and
I
I
quit
cleaned
drinking
out
coffee to straight Baileys.
I cleaned out the drawers and got rid of I think 12 different handles. Into what?
Mm-hmm.
There's no label on the handle. That would be helpful.
No. Yeah,
If
exactly.
if
I think that the one that had 37 blades and bacon flavored lubricant. Um,
blah.
well, it's for when you're shaving your tongue, right? Bacon. It's
Sure,
good.
okay.
Um, I think that
Get
one
me
had the
nervous.
name of it. Had the name on it, but I forget.
Why? Where's Bonzi?
Yeah. You know what?
No, no, not the face. Where's your co-host?
Oh, Tamara's here too. She says, "Wait, I'm here too." I gotta turn the chat on. I gotta say. Well, the
Yeah.
chat is on, but I'm not getting any overlay. I don't only get this. That's weird. Weirdly, weirdly weird. Yeah,
Taya's
Tamara's
heading to
here.
Mexico.
I know Taya's. Yeah, I wanted to bring that up too. Taya's heading to Mexico. She has, I think, 300 million cellos or something like. She has a whole pile of musical instruments. She needs to get to Mexico. Now, when you're going to Mexico with musical instruments, you're allowed one instrument per person, like one carry-on, one guitar, right, per person. So she has a whole whack of instruments. She has to ship from, let's say, Vancouver, because she's near Vancouver, down to Puerto Vallarta. So if anybody out there knows any shipping companies that can get this done on the cheap, this is all charitable stuff. If anybody knows any shipping companies, truck companies, whatever that run to Mexico that can do this on the cheap,
What about a
shoot
church?
me a shoot me a message. Shoot Tay a message. A church is a good idea, but churches don't have trucks.
No, but
Most of the
churches.
churches' trucks have now been burned.
No, a lot of the churches have a sanctioned
Yeah, they
deal
have.
with
Yeah,
transport for
yeah.
certain things,
That's a good
but
idea. I never even thought about that. Tell you if you're listening, phone your church. UPS tomorrow is too fucking expensive and too slow. I sent a
DHL will get it there. That's the
yeah
only one that
DHL
gets
would
it
get
there.
there. I sent a little metal sign to Salvador years ago.
The
I worked
moose.
at UPS. Yeah, the Moose, Canada Moose. I worked for UPS, so I just slid it in the system and let it go. I didn't pay for it. I sent it overnight. It took 2.5 months. So UPS does not work well in Mexico. It's a gong show down there. Taya, phone your church. She's listening. She said, so phone your church.
There was the
One eight
fella.
hundred God.
There was a
Phone
guy
Tammy's
that I used
church.
to work with.
1-800 Hell has frozen over. What?
The one
Don't.
guy that I used to work with. He's a Filipino fella. He used to
It's
take all.
Filipino. It's
He used
pronounced
to
Filipino. I know that because Al Perez told me.
Filipino, fine, but he used to get bins of clothing and stuff, and he would ship it all down through the church. And I'm not sure it flew. They flew it, but I can't remember what airline or anything like that. But the church arranged
Oh,
it all,
okay.
and it was a charity,
Strapped it.
charitable.
They're in Vancouver, so they just strapped it to seagulls and hoped they got there. Yeah, I know. It was a
Pelicanos,
joke, Tamara.
pelicanos.
Uh, we need it included people's luggage. There are 5 of us in October all taking instruments. Hopefully, we can get most of them down. Yeah, yeah. That's a tough one. I don't know. Is Kevin still involved with the church, Tamara? I'm not sure. He's not a church though. He's a pastor. He doesn't have a church. He has a pastoral thing. I don't know. I don't
How do
follow
you get a
family.
cello in luggage?
You carry on. It has to be a carry on.
Yeah, because it's gonna get destroyed in the
Yeah, yeah,
in cargo.
yeah,
It's totally. I Reg went came back with brokens, peanut
yeah.
brokens.
This peanut brittle that got broken because I'll just put this in my suitcase. Well, you know how they treat suitcases, yeah. And penal brittle. I went for a penile implant and got
Oh,
penile brittle.
pumpkin ball in his mouth. What?
He's too busy finding subs for my kids' COVID infested school. Your kids are in school already. Lucky you. Yeah. So that's that. That's that. Yeah, I'm done. I got nothing else, man. I got no bitches left. That's my bitches for the week. I got it off my chest. I feel better about myself.
Oh,
Kind of, sort of.
you had
Bonzi. I don't
something
know
on
what
your
Bonzi's
chest?
doing. I don't know if Bonzi's still. Hi.
Nothing.
Okay,
What?
you entertain masses. You entertain the minions, the masses, and I'm gonna just see what the hell Greg's up to here. If he's still bonzing, I think he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably
Yep.
still
Yep.
alive.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, he's
He's
still
gone into
alive. So
overtime. Oh my God.
yeah. Well, I knew this was. I knew
Ah,
this was likely to happen because he's the guy he's chatting with is a very famous musician from very famous musicianville.
that's all right.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. It's cool. But that's
Yeah,
just
you'll
another
have to do
story.
that too. You'll have to get Angie and
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's just another story for Greg to bring on. Uh, yeah, he's still going. Yeah, for those of you that have been following along with Bonzi and myself and Bonzi, he's since moved over to Palm Desert. That's what it was, and he is boiling to death. His air conditioning cacked out in the bus. Uh, he had one air conditioner working. Then he bought a portable air conditioner and set it up without losing a toe. Lucky bastard. And then he got his bus kind of cooled down. Then he had a friend of his that invited him to stay at his house for a couple of days when it was 120 some degrees out there. So he's just trying to stay cool, man.
Can you hear the cat?
No.
She's trying to get out. She wants out.
Oh, is she? No,
Yeah.
I can't hear. So he's just trying to stay cool, and he had a date. We got to get to the bottom of that too. Yeah, it was one of those semi dates between. She was kind of between a cougar and a saber-toothed tiger.
So Def Leppard.
Yeah, Def Leppard. She was hard of hearing. Let's go with that. But I forget where I was going with this. Anyway, I want to get to the bottom of it. He said nothing happened. I don't fucking believe him. He's glowing. I think he's pregnant. I know he had COVID. He had the COVID. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm a doctor. I've got it says doctor on my scene card from drama school and high school. So as a drama scene doctor, he had the COVID.
Drama.
I'm pretty sure of
or
it.
drama.
Drama, whatever. Does it matter? I don't do it anymore.
It does if you're a queen. What?
I don't know, princess. Oh,
Yes, look at the
Tamara.
jewels on me.
Yeah, I know. Tamara says the kids are waiting for a tent and pizza sleepover. Well, you can do that in your backyard. That's always fun. I don't
Ooh,
have a tent.
wasp
I don't
season.
have a
That could be
pizza.
really
Yes.
fun.
It's wasp season. Are you crazy? Yeah. So that's about all I got, man. It's been a pretty quiet week for Wade. You know,
I might
not
let the
much going on.
grandkids help me paint the room.
Yeah, there you go. Bring the kids over. We'll paint, and then we'll
not
buy
not
pizza.
anytime soon.
No, not this weekend. I'm busy.
I got to figure out what my life schedule is going to be now that I'm working a little bit more. I have a little less time.
I don't know if I can handle working anymore. This whole career change has been
You know, it
very
should
relaxing.
be early retirement.
Slows
really
down much
should be.
anymore. I'm gonna have to take a walker to work. Just, hey, fuckhead, your engine's here. Come and get it. Go from there. See how that works. Because I'm starting to get a little tired and sore of lifting, 500-600 pound engines out of the back of a truck. It's starting to actually hurt my shoulders a little bit.
Well, it would be funny if they actually went along with you one time to know where some of these places were and what is on the other side of the phone as far as what you're dealing with.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Wow,
that would be
that's
that would
that's
be
not gonna
swell.
happen. That's not going to happen anytime soon.
No.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, I do have a bitch this week.
Oh, is it that your grandkids aren't here to make pretzels?
I haven't done that in a long time either.
I know your
Um,
grandkids are beaking about it to me over here. They want you to make
their
pretzels.
grandkids, or is it just
Your
Tamara?
grandkids. That's probably Tamara. But, she's speaking on behalf of the grandkids, so it's probably Tamara.
Probably.
Okay, what's your bitch? Fire away.
Hard of hearing people.
What?
Elderly, hard of hearing people. Oh my God. Just shoot me now.
What'd my mother do now?
It wasn't your mom this time. This lady comes in and she looks. Yeah, exactly.
Mom, that's mom on the phone now too. What? I can't hear you. What?
It is
Oh,
so
God,
hard
Mom.
to communicate with these people. And I'm not. I've been told I'm soft spoken. I don't know if I am. I don't think I am, but I've been told I am. So I raise my voice to the point of I feel like I am screaming at this woman. And she goes, "What? I still can't hear you. I'm hard of hearing. How much is it?" And I'm like, so I tell her 3 times how much it is. It shows right on the register. And I'm like, I feel like I am screaming at this woman. People, and they're looking at me like I'm being rude and really ignorant. The new hearing aids are nothing like the old ones. There's even an amplifier that you can use on your phone. Like,
Oh, they're all Bluetooth,
why?
man.
Why is it so hard?
Martin has them.
Yeah.
And they're all Bluetooth. They're connected through his phone. He takes phone calls on his. He listens to music through them. They're actually amazing.
Yeah, and there's so many options now compared to what there was 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it is so frustrating. And then
Are you still...
the same woman, she goes to the back to get a prescription. Well, okay, if you're only getting a partial information, that 1 or 2 words maybe here and there, is that even safe when you're dealing with prescriptions and stuff?
Are you still behind the fish aquarium glass?
Yeah, I'm still behind the plexi.
Yeah, that's got a lot to do with it. I walked into...
I stepped away from it.
I walked into Jasper Auto Parts, and of course they've torn all their shit out, right? Auto industry is the worst for this whole pandemic. It's just been I'm surprised nobody died from COVID in the auto industry, because it's just a shit show of haphazard good luck to you. But they had the plexiglass set up around their counters and whatnot. And I walked in there today, first time I've been in there in probably a month. Oh, all the plexi's down. It's like, kind of miss you guys being in a fish aquarium. It's like looking at a bunch of fucking guppies back there. The owner of the company pops his head out the door. Wait, Helly, I thought that was you cracking jokes at these idiots. Come on, have a coffee. So I sat and had a coffee with him. I had to buy some time. So it was lots of fun. And Saskatchewan's leading BC 28-0. Wow, BC came to play.
Somebody had to.
Somebody had to.
Well, they have.
Yeah.
They should be used to running by now. They've got enough forest fires to.
Yeah, chase down a fire, put it out on the way by. They'd burn to death.
Any updates on Kamloops yet?
4-1 for Kelowna over Kamloops. I'm not keeping score. The other thing you were mentioning is licking your money.
Oh my God.
I knew that would get the there.
Here's your lottery ticket. Hang on. Have we learned nothing? Like, honest to God, why do you think we went to masks? Because you're fucking full of germs. Stop
they're
it.
Not dead. They're not dead yet, so it's not them.
Here's a quarter. You want to suck on it?
No,
I'm just going to start doing this. People that do that and separate all their bills and everything else and then hand it to me like, I want your saliva. Thanks. I'm just going to go, and your change is $3.41. Here you go. Have a nice day. Oh,
Why
you don't want it like that?
Yeah.
Oh, you think I do? Like, jeez.
Why did you spit on it? Look, it doesn't jingle now.
Look, it's okay. I'll use sanitizer.
That's what you should do. If they
I
lick the
opened my
bill, just
tray the one day and sprayed the whole thing with sanitizer. I didn't care. I just left it open. Like, whatever.
if they're licking their fingers and handing you bills, lay the bills out flat on the table. You know how they do it in the casino when you're buying chips when you get. I wouldn't know how. I saw that on TV. When you buy chips when you're gambling, they lay the money out flat to show the pit boss.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
handed him 5 times. Money change 100. Da da da. I saw that on TV. That's how I know how that works.
Hmm.
So you lay it out flat like you would showing your pit boss, and then grab the sanitizer right in front of their face before you make their change, before you do anything. Then turn it over. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 100. Put it in your till, and here's your $5.07 back or whatever, right? But make
Might
it
not be a
a
bad
long
idea.
drawn out point. Just see what happens, and
Straight up
then
alcohol.
look at them and go spray them. This is how they used to do it at Eaton's in the Bay. Do you like the way that fucking smells? As you're walking through the why do they fucking put the cosmetic section at the entrance to every goddamn department store?
To make your eyes run in water so you can't see the prices when you get to the
Fuck.
other end.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what mall or what you walk into Sears, you walk into the Bay, Zellers. No, Zellers didn't have it, but the Bay, Eaton's, the Woodwards,
Yeah.
all their cosmetics were right at the entrance.
Well,
And they
you know
always had that
what's
fucking
replaced
idiot
that?
spraying it.
Hey, would you like to try the order of the day? It's a slime ball twat waffle. Would you like to try this? It smells really nice.
You know what's replaced it? Scented candles at Bed Bath
Oh, I was
and
going to say
Beyond.
gangsters.
No, just walk into any Bed Bath and Beyond, you almost choke to death because all the candles are at the front, and especially at Christmas time, it's nice to have a Christmas scented candle. But do we need 3 million of them at the
You know
front
why I
of
don't
a
go into those
store?
stores like Bed Bath and Beyond Hope and Home Depot and Home Hardware and
Because home
Susie
hardware
Shear,
scares you.
and places like, you know why I don't go there? They cost fucking money, and I'm cheap. I'm Jewish. I'm
I
done
window
spending
shop.
money. I
I
I
window
just bought.
shop.
We just bought windows that cost us $10,000 fucking dollars. We're done buying windows.
We need a window and a door.
Just no, where I'm gonna put boards over it.
Okay.
You won't be able to see through shit, but it won't break anymore. How much? Actually, you know what? The price of wood now, windows might be cheaper. I'm gonna. We should consider tearing this house down, board by board, selling the lumber, and then getting the fuck out of Dodge,
Hmm.
or buying a Dodge and getting the fuck out of here. One of the two.
Not in a Dodge. You won't get that
No.
far.
Ooh, caravan with grain paneling.
Oh my God.
That's like breathing hard on the phone for me.
Have you not lived through that once already?
Oh, but I miss it.
Do you really?
That's such a chick magnet. Oh, piece of shit dryer.
Actually, that
No,
was
I don't miss it.
it was a decent fan. It really was.
It was, for
Until it
500
folded
bucks?
up in half.
Yeah. Well, those things happen when you're loading 10,000 pounds of goddamn sound equipment into them to go do concerts. That's what happens to minivans. They don't have a frame in them, as I learned.
The funny thing. Somebody asked
Why is
me
it
the other
folding in
day,
half? Because he's got 4 fucking 1,000-pound sub bins in there. Oh
and he wasn't smart enough to mangle them all around.
no, just right now. Well, yeah, they're easier to get out that way.
Somebody asked me the other day how I learned all the things I know. And I kind of looked at them as, pardon me, and it's, well, you seem to be able to do this and you seem to be able to do that. And it's
And
like,
Tamara says pledge is way overpriced. Don't buy that minivan. And Sheldon's getting discount plexiglass from places undoing their COVID precautions. What are you
What's he
going
gonna-
to do with
Yeah,
Sheldon?
what's
What are
he
you
gonna
going to do with all this plexiglass? I need to know. I think.
do we really want to know?
Yeah, no, fuck it. You know what? Curiosity will kill this cat. I need to know. Ah, and Min updated this. Oh, we might be punted off Facebook.
Why?
A little too much vulgarity on Wade's part, but that's okay.
Oh.
I dropped a few F-bombs.
Didn't even bring in the dolls.
Bring in the dolls. Bring in the dolls.
Yeah, that's a bad thing. But somebody asked me the other day how I learned to
Okay,
do all these things.
I don't think it's wise of me to keep this chat function open on the other computer because Tamara just told me what Sheldon's plans were with the plexiglass.
Oh,
Yeah, to build a cage for him and Emily so the bugs don't get them.
Sheldon has special needs.
Well, so is Emily when it comes to bugs.
Is she
We have
bad for bugs?
Oh yeah. We got
How can you
Sheldon's
be a soccer player and a
Sheldon's Indian name is Screaming Pansy, and Emily's a Screaming Pansy 2, or Light.
Sheldon rode his bike to the mailbox in town with a bug swatter.
Yeah. Sheldon, that's not a bad plan either. So you know he's thinking about it. And close the patio so the Beatles don't get to me. I like the Beatles. They were a good band.
I still want to know what he's doing with the plexiglass.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each his own.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not getting rid of our plexiglass. Not anytime soon.
Emily sleeps with a bug swatter by her bed.
Okay.
Is it electric? Because Sheldon had the electric one when he went to get the mail.
No,
Remember
he
that
had
tennis?
both.
Oh, I thought he had the electric tennis racket. That was
He had
a
that one
zapper
too.
slap. Yeah, that was pretty
But
wild.
you know what's funny with kids and bugs is they can be outside camping and they don't even notice the bugs as long as you keep them busy.
The other thing they don't notice is how many of them it takes to make a meal. When you fry up crickets for dinner, they don't even know how many you've used. They don't even know they're eating them when they're done properly.
They're crunchy.
Yeah.
They're yucky.
Yeah.
Where's Bunsey?
I don't know. I'm boring you, am I? Fuck. So also, anybody out there, as I mentioned, Tamara's my sponsor. I am also looking for a long-term sponsor, full-time, long-term, which was going to require some heavy investment. I'm going to need you to purchase a 32 to 37 foot A-class motorhome and finance my drive from here down through Mexico as we tour through Mexico doing podcasts from Mexico about Mexico. And in return for all that, I will mention your company name 7 times per episode. And we will be doing 5 episodes a week. Sounds fair, right? Pipe dream? Too much? Too much to ask for? You never know. Some rich guy on YouTube might look at that and go, I'm a fucking idiot.
Hey, you know
But
what?
you know what? That would be fun. I will finance that.
You're
never know.
adopted. I'm adopted.
Oh, I thought you said I was a doctor.
No, I was really seriously trying to get Branson to admit he's my father.
Oh, see, for years I've been writing Jack Nicholson letters for years, but I never get a response.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything either.
Yeah, I know.
It's like someone out there is.
Yeah, exactly. Where are they?
I used to dream when I was a kid that my real parents would come get me. And they did, in a helicopter.
Oh, do tell.
No, that's what I thought. They were going to come get me in a helicopter. And
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they came and
I'd
got
just
you.
fly away.
I thought maybe they came and got you in a helicopter, took you out, and then took you back.
No, mine came with goats.
Oh, okay.
And a plow.
I came with a warranty.
Yeah, you at least got something.
Yeah, that was funny. My mother gave me my adoption order here, I don't know, 10 years ago, I guess. 12, 15, something like that. Not that long ago in the grand scheme of things. And Doe and I took to reading it one night and going through it word by word, sentence by sentence. It's a big legal, what is there, 8, 10, 12, 15, 30 pages, something
It's
like that.
probably more pages now.
Oh, probably. But we went through it and I passed my Wasserman's test, which was a test to see if I was handicapped or mentally challenged or whatever. Passed that one. Color me surprised. How did they not figure this shit out, right?
You hadn't been dropped on your head enough then.
Yeah, fooled them on that one. And then as we read through it, I came with a 6-month warranty. If this child is any way defective within the first 6 months of you having him, you can return him. Boy, did my parents fuck up there, because they could, you know what? Nope, fuck, had enough. Take him back. Oh, drop the ball there, mom and dad.
It's your
Yes, you
pedigree
did.
papers.
My pedigree papers. I'm a purebred.
Hmm.
Exactly.
I don't have any papers.
I'll draw you up some papers.
I'm an only being.
You're an only being.
Hmm.
I'm not a being.
You know, and that's interesting because
What's that?
the bond adoptees have.
Yes.
It's very odd, but I think I've got a lot of friends who are adopted or partially adopted. Like I'm partially adopted, but
Top half or bottom?
I guess that top because I kind of look like my mom, so
Okay.
features wise. But anyway, the friends that I have that are adopted, we have a really tight bond, as you
Yeah,
and I
I-
also have a tight bond, and I think that attributes from having that missing link. There's always
I-
something missing in your life,
I noticed
especially for
that
girls,
very,
more so.
Yeah, I noticed that very young in age too, though, is that I had buddies of mine that I knew instantly they were adopted. And
Yeah.
there was 4 or 5 of us right in the Beverly neighborhood where I grew up. We were all adopted, and it was like, hey, you're adopted? And you just hit it with these people just right off the bat, just bang. There's a kinship right there. And
It's like an extended family almost,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And just the way people connect and click, like the way Bonzi and I connected and clicked real quick. I actually asked him if he was adopted.
And he's not.
He's not. But I hey, by chance, were you adopted? Because this is what I've noticed going in my life. And he's, no, I'm not. But I've heard other people say the same thing.
Yeah, it's almost like when you get military families together, they've got some sort of bond besides the military, but it's the culture, I guess.
Yeah, I
we'll
guess
say.
it's a culture. I don't know.
But families, especially ones that have moved around a lot, like the relocated to here, relocated to there, they always have that. What's the word I'm looking for?
The kinship.
Disconnected.
Yeah,
No, disconnected from others. Like it takes a while
Yeah,
for them to
yeah.
warm up and stuff, and adopted people are like that too.
yeah, exactly.
It's a funny, funny little thing.
Huh, oh. I just don't know, man. Yeah, it is weird. It is weird. I had something I was going to say and I forgot what it was. Oh well.
Read your
Listen.
list. Do you have a to-do list?
It's not on my list. No, I haven't done my list. I've been done my list for half an hour. I just am listening to you play with your toys and rambling. Tamara wants to know, hey, are you a widow too? Because we have the same trauma response. No, I'm not a widow. Neither is Doe. But
Not
I can
yet.
see that. I can see the same trauma response.
Trauma response. Well,
But that,
mine
that's a
comes from a
different
very,
thing.
very
Widow-
different dark place.
Yeah, and Tamara, you're a widow at a very young age. So you, like extremely young age. So you're going to have that kinship with anybody else in your same age bracket that is going through what you're going through, which hopefully there aren't a lot of. With adoptees, I remember what I was going to say. With adoptees, it stems from the orphanage and the tough upbringing we have in the orphanage. Some of the toughest times of my lives were spent in that fucking orphanage. I had to fight for every
26
goddamn
days.
meal. Huh?
26 days.
No, it was a lot more than that. May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months, bitch. 6 months in that fucking orphanage. Toughest 6 months of my life. Except for the last 30 years. Those were the toughest 6 months of my life.
I don't know if there's going to be 30 more.
Tamara,
My
don't
PTSD
hang
might
up the
just
computer. Yeah.
my PTSD might just flare up.
Why is it every podcast we do, I get myself in shit by saying something stupid? Because it's what I do best, right? Yeah. Let's go with that
you
story.
are a garbage can. I step
What?
on your foot and your mouth opens.
Huh? Yeah, but I didn't hear step on my foot. I'm locked into my own private sanctuary.
For your own
Well,
safety.
yeah, well, you locked me in. You locked me in. It wasn't me that locked the door. Locks from the outside. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all good.
yeah. See, I spent the same amount of time in the orphanage as Jack did in
And I see
NICU.
you.
Yeah, he was in NICU for 6 months. I was in the orphanage for 6 months. That's why Jack and I get along. We're trauma twins.
I was
That's
locked in a
exactly what
cellar
it
for
is.
6 months.
That's why you and Jack get along. You're trauma twins.
I don't react to trauma the same way as most people. I don't freak out.
I do. I cry
Mm.
and I bleed. I bleed all over the house.
There's a
And then I
couple
get screamed
knee-jerk
at.
reactions. Yeah. There's knee-jerk
And then I get
reactions to
screamed
blood,
at.
especially, right? And me, it's like,
You're bleeding. Sit down.
What? Fuck. Oh yeah.
let's
Fuck. I
figure
am
out where
bleeding.
this is. Yeah.
I didn't know I was bleeding. I couldn't see the blood bleeding.
Well, all I could see was my white carpet. It's like,
Blood
sit down.
spritzing throughout the house. And if this whole trauma thing is true, with Jack and me being trauma twins, and you and Jack being trauma twins, then Emily and Sheldon should be trauma twins just from the fear factor of fucking bugs,
Bugs and anxiety.
bugs and anxiety. Yeah, you're right.
Actually, I had a conversation with one of the regulars that comes in, and she was saying at the end of her day, and she works at the hospital. At the end of her day, she's so exhausted because of like she said, it's not busy, it's slowed down, but it's still a lack of what life used to be. And everything she finds is overwhelming, but not. It's really complicated to explain, but I totally get what she means. Like at the end of your day, you're exhausted. There's been nothing to stimulate you
Mm-hmm.
in the past 2 years, really.
Yeah.
Even television, I mean, there's nothing there. But
Well, it's gone
everybody's
so bad. We're creating our own TV now. There
You
are more
have to.
podcasts. I watch more podcasts than I ever did. I mean, I never did watch them. Now I'll watch podcasts all afternoon because the information you gather off them,
Sometimes.
if you watch the right ones, for the most part, is true.
Yeah,
It's
better.
informative.
It's better than scrolling through Facebook.
Oh, it's better than scrolling through Facebook. It's better than watching the news. A lot of
News.
it.
News. The Edmonton
Yeah.
Journal on online, right? There you go. Comment
Yeah.
one time on something. Just
Oh yeah,
once.
yeah.
For
Get your ass ripped
anything.
off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's why this is so much fun, because if you say something like, if you don't get vaccinated, you're a fucking idiot. There, I said it. That's my thought process. That's what I think. If I get any flack back from anybody on that via email, via text message, or whatever, I'll fucking deal with it, because I've got the scientific facts and shit behind me, because I've researched it myself. I've watched shows on it. I've watched podcasts on it. I've watched people involved in the development of these vaccines. So go get vaccinated. Okay, bring it.
I'm with Lachlan. I don't give a
I don't
shit
fucking
anymore.
Oh, Tamara's going to be so fucking busy.
I don't give a shit, August. I'm all over it. I love Lachlan. And he's absolutely right. People just need to mind their own fucking business already. Enough is enough.
Exactly.
It's like, if you weren't so busy looking at what so-and-so's doing over there, then, you'd be busy doing your own shit.
Yeah, exactly. If you weren't so worried during the fire ban that the neighbor was having a fire and staring out your back window at his fire, fucking watching him have a fire, you wouldn't realize the front of your house is on fire.
It's just ridiculous. Like, you know what? Just live your life. Just live it.
Yeah, that's the
And
other
even the
thing I wanna
backlash, like Hinshaw's getting from what she said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
or a week ago. You're just gonna have to live with it. Just
Yeah,
live with it.
Yeah, do it. And I'm sure that's exactly what she's doing. And basically, I know exactly what this is too. Exactly what this is. It's the Alberta government saying, look, we've given you every opportunity to get vaccinated, to follow the protocols, to get vaccinated the first time. follow your protocols, get vaccinated the second time. We're at, was it just about 80% with single dose and up over 65 now double dose. So we're getting up there in the old double dose as well.
But we're the only province doing it.
Yeah, we're damn near there as far as 70% with the double dose. We've given you every opportunity to do this. Now you're on your own, fuckers. You're on your fucking own. You get sick, tough fuck. Too bad. You had your chance to fucking get vaccinated in due time, in due process with everybody else, which would have put you at far less risk of getting sick. Figure it out. You're on your own.
Yeah, and you know,
at some point in time, that's the way it's going to have to be. If they want this to end, or if they want people to learn to live with it, either way, it's one's going to happen or the other. You're either going to this is either going to eradicate itself and be gone, or people are going to have to learn to live with this for the rest of time. But governments at some point in time are going to say, you're on your own.
Well, and you know, it's been almost 2 years. Come spring, it will be 2 years. I'd like to get out of a mask. I'm sick and tired of wearing one, and I'm still wearing one. But, you know, until the rest of the world does what it needs to do, just going to have to learn to live with it.
Oh, exactly.
You know, and I've actually lost a couple relatives now to the disease. I've lost a friend who, you know, it exists. And if you get vaccinated, your chances of surviving it are that much greater. Your chances of spreading it to others who are less fortunate or at risk.
Yeah. You know, I get home in the afternoon, I watch the Dean Blundell podcast. And he's been a wealth of information. He has everybody from scientists to doctors to journalists. Yesterday, I think it was, he had a paramedic / firefighter on that
and he gets beat up bad about
gave you
it
the
too.
real he gave you the real picture of what's going on. And then another time he had this cat on. Welcome aboard, Bonzi.
Hey.
Can't hear you, man. I can see you, but I can't hear you.
Hi, mister.
There you go. How you doing, brother?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing good. You're not melted yet.
No, actually, it's funny. It's when you brag about it only being 106 here, and that's cool. That's a good day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because the last when I had to leave the bus because the temperature soared so badly. Now the average here, like almost every day, it's about between 109 and 113. Now 113 is getting up there. But then it jumped up to 120 to 124 over the past couple days. So this bus can only handle so much. And then all the units, even the portable AC unit, it just gets to a point where it's so hot that it can't keep up. So I had to abandon the bus for a couple of days and go find some solstice at a buddy's place. So I was thankful for that. But yeah, it's calmed down here a lot, and we're a lot more comfortable on the bus now.
Right on. That's good. Good to hear.
You still in Palm Springs?
I am still. I'm just outside of Palm Springs in Palm Desert. Palm Springs is literally 10, 15 minute drive, and it's all of this is a stunning area. I mean, I haven't been anywhere in California yet that isn't stunning, to be honest with you. It's everywhere you go. It's beautiful mountain scenery. It's blue skies and sunshine every day. I mean, what's not? And palm trees. What's not to love?
Yeah, we've got some really close family friends that winter down there. They live in Penticton and then spend their winters down there. So from one desert to the other, right?
Yeah, right. From what I hear, and I'm not sure I'm going to get to experience it, but this place, Palm Desert, Palm Springs, is the place to be in the wintertime.
Well, my daughter dated a golf pro down there too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's no shortage of golf courses around here.
Years ago when she was younger.
Palm Desert and Palm Springs are literally like here and here. Mm-hmm. And the only thing in between is desert. And the only where you see green grass is on the golf courses or people's tiny front lawns. There's not There's not acreage here of front lawns in any of these places. 90% of each community is gated. And it's just surrounded by golf courses. And half the people don't even live here in the summer that live here. Half the restaurants, I wouldn't say half, but a handful of restaurants close down and shops and stuff. It's just too fucking hot here in the summer. Everybody disappears. And they all come back in September.
Most expensive vacation I never got to go on was to Palm Springs.
No.
So my daughter racked up her credit cards. She was there for 2 months, and Daddy had to come bail her out.
So you paid and never even got to come here.
She was 20. Yeah, I didn't even get to golf. Didn't even get to swing a club, eh?
I did the same thing not quite the thousands of dollars range. My credit limit was a lot smaller, but I took off to Banff and worked at the Banff Springs Hotel when I was 19 and 20, and I put some money on the old parents' credit card while I lived there.
Yeah, no doubt. Sure. I looked at staying there.
But they did get to come and experience Banff, though. By the way.
Yeah, I looked at staying there. We were in there in May. Right though, we went to May. We went to May to the Banff. My English is eluding me. I'm going to Ukrainian now. We went to Banff in May, and I looked at staying at the Banff Springs. The cheapest room they had was $594 a night, not including taxes.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Wow, things have changed since I worked there.
They just rape you in that town. We stayed in Canmore, but of course toured the area, mountain climbing and stuff, hiking all over the place. We stopped. We had some friends that live in Calgary that they're actually biking across Canada right now.
Oh, wow.
They came out to have coffee with us in Banff. They went up to the ice fields. We were in Lake Louise, so we'll meet.
Oh, cool.
In Banff. We'll meet in Banff for bite to eat. Doe and I got there first, and we walked downtown. And downtown was virtually closed down. You had to wear a mask even outside. They had 9 cases in town, so they shut the town down.
What?
9 cases. 9 cases in town. They shut the town down. So
wow.
Doe and I are walking downtown trying to find a bite to eat, and all the restaurants have their menus posted outside, and you blurt out what you want, and they make it.
Come on, you couldn't even go in.
Couldn't even go in. A hamburger was $24.95.
Is it that bad there now, dude?
$24.95. $4.50 for a bottle of water.
And it was a small bottle.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we went to Subway because it's controlled by the corporation, right? So we went to Subway, bought a couple subs, paid regular price for the subs. The pops were $7.50 each.
It's too bad that it's gone that insane there, because it really is such a beautiful place. So, I mean, so many people have been there. I mean, when I worked there 25 plus years ago, it was a happening place filled with Japanese and Chinese people love to come over there and golf in the summer and ski in the winter. Yep. And it was the greatest thing to see because they're so funny on the golf course. Because over in China and Japan, I don't know if you know this, but maybe it's gotten better now. Maybe it hasn't. But back then, there was very, very limited golf courses for them to play on. Yeah, and the only way they could go play golf was layered upon layered, almost like a parking lot, if you will, with tee decks and smashing balls. So for them to fly over here, and if you did have the luxury of getting on a golf course, it was, a chalker block, tee time, boom, boom, boom. So they all fucking run. They run to their ball, they run to the green, they run everywhere on the golf course. And because that's in their culture, and they brought it to Canada. So when they're playing our golf course, and here, they still run. And it was the weirdest thing to see.
Yeah, they didn't spend half an hour in the forest looking for that one last Titleist, did they?
No.
Oh, God, I spent so much time in forest.
Anyways, it is sad going back to the price. It's terrible.
I can understand them wanting to make some money, but they're not making it all off me.
And
I think Canadians are the same way. They're not going to go there and drop a whole whack of coin just to get Banff out of that.
That's a little exuberant.
Funk. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm glad I got the experience way back then. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So you got the boss on the go. How'd your date go? I wanted to ask you about that the other day. Oh, COVID cough.
Shit. It's getting way better, by the way. I just did an 1.5-hour show. It's one of my. I shouldn't say it was one of my longest, but it was a long one tonight. But Rich Meisner, Trusty Truster, is an amazing talent and we just had the greatest conversation. So, anyways, the bus just got everything sorted out with insurance today on my end, so everything's sent off. They are in receipt of it. We had a bit of an issue with the portals that they have portals that they email you, and you put all the pictures and stuff at each claim, and because I had 6 of them. Yeah, I'm a bit of a special case. I don't think Progressive is gonna insure Bonzi very much longer. And you know, it's unfortunate because I fucking did so well on this bus for never owning or driving a 45-foot vessel. The first 6, 7, 8 weeks went swimmingly. And that's when I was the freshest. It's when everything went downhill as soon as I hit that goddamn boulder in Colorado, and then 2 smashed windshields due to just rocks and a hailstorm. 2 different things. Because on this bus, there's a driver's windshield and there's also a passenger windshield. So both of those have huge cracks in them. Me hitting the boulder, which did not damage to one door, it did damage to all 4. Because I buckled the frame of not the bus, thankfully, but the frame of all 4 doors, where now they all pinch together and you can't open or close them. So that's going to be a doozy. I also ripped the muffler off. Unfortunate incident. Some asshole cut me off. I had to back up the bus, kind of do an 8-point turn. Ended up hitting an uneven set of ground, if you will. Ripped the muffler off, ripped my wiring harness off for my tow bar. So there's another huge thing. And then my main, which sucks huge because you need that shade. It's my main awning on this bus.
Oh, your main awning, I saw.
It's about 20 feet long. Well, yeah, I'd say about 20 feet long almost.
At least half the bus.
Fuck me. And we had it out in Phoenix, Arizona. Went to reel it back in because we were going out for the day and moving on to our next site. Went to reel it back in. I mean, the bus is 1995. The engine, everything runs amazing. Those things are built forever, but a lot of the parts on the bus aren't. And this arm on the bus that was 95, so we're at 05, 15, 20 some years old. It was like, yeah, I'm done. And it just snapped, and it couldn't have snapped in a worse spot. And then, so it fell to the ground. So now I have my long pole that where the locking mechanism is. So I go to put the locking mechanism into lock. Well, as soon as I move it, it fucking just spun like a spinning top. And when it spun, it's a metal bar like this. And it just went about that far into the bus. So we've got a whole bunch of body damage up there that's not going to be cheap to fix either. So, yeah, Progressive is going to say bye-bye Bonzi.
78 smaller Vanguard motorhome out there with my shoelaces holding the awning still on.
Well, a duct tape is holding my awning on right now. And the old adage goes, or the joke is, duct tape works for everything. Hey, it really does. It's holding it, and there's no way. Like my manager was like, at one point we were like, oh, what do I do? And he's like, well, you got to get it off because it would just flap. Oh yeah. And so I actually got a ladder from the campsite I was staying at, and I got up there. And as soon as I lifted, I looked down at my son who was with me at the time, and I was just like, Brad, it's going to take 5 guys to get this down, not you and me. And then
they're heavy.
Heavy.
That's all metal still, right? That's your bus is metal. It's not that fiberglass stuff. Right?
No, it's all metal. No. And then my manager's genius idea was, well, get it down and put it on the bus. Well, guess what?
Where?
How in the he's like, just lie. And his answer was, just lie it on the floor, like from front to back, which you could.
If you opened a window.
How the fuck do you get it in here? Exactly. Yeah. You can't get it in the door, I don't think. Because the door opens like this. Like a suicide door. And you wouldn't be able to put it in on that angle.
You'd have to take both rods off each end.
Yeah,
Like the
or
extension
put it
cord.
through. Yeah, it's just.
Put it through the skylight, man.
Anyways, there was no
Tape it
getting
to
it
the
down.
roof. Duct
Thank
tape it to the roof.
Thank Christ I had duct tape, dude, or I would have been buggered. So it's got about half a roll of duct tape holding it in place. So
I
yeah,
got
it's
some
not
really
going to
good
be
gaff
pretty up
tape
there.
here, dude. I should send it to you. You might need it yet.
Yeah, who
It'll hold
knows?
your bus together for 100,000 miles guaranteed.
Well, I'm not sure how long, much longer me and this bus are going to be together. So I
Yeah.
think the relationship is coming to an end. I think we're going to break up.
Yeah, they're a big unit. I know. I drove COVID cough. I drove
Yeah.
Prevost for a while there up in Fort McMurray, and then back down here I drove tour buses, and they are not easy to maneuver through the mountains.
No.
I went down to, where was it, Creston? We went golfing with that bachelor party, and so I had 20 guys in the back of the bus and golf clubs all over the place, and just tooling down through the southern part of BC was hair raising.
I bet.
That was my first time taking a bus in the mountains, and that was just
I love-
crazy. So when I saw you hit the rock, it's like, you know what? I was that far away from doing the same fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've got to ride you on that. I got to bust your balls on that, man. That's why I went
Well,
off on you.
the worst part is that I should have never been up there in that bus in the first place.
But how do you know? How do you know that before you go up there? There's no sign saying, "Whoa, Bonzi,
Well, no.
don't go up here, dude."
No, here's the deal.
Was there a sign saying no buses?
I was fucking told to go up there. Here's the story. I'll tell
Fuck,
you
you
real
remind
quick.
me so much of me, dude. It's incredible. Oh, you can take a truck up to that lake. Okay, here we go.
No, you know what? And because I was never scared of this bus until I hit that rock. And it's unfortunate that I hit that rock, because here's the story. I left the lower bowl of Colorado, like the Colorado desert, we'll call it, and I went up into the mountains. On my way out of the Colorado desert, I was staying at the state park, and you pull up to a dump station.
Yep.
And a dump water station. So I pull up. I got the dump. Excuse me. But I couldn't fill up with water. I needed fresh water. The tank was running low, and I couldn't figure out the water system. It was weird. There was on some sort of pump. Anything I tried wasn't working. So I was like, oh, well, not a big deal. I'll get water at the next place. Worst fucking decision ever, because I pull into the next place up in the mountains. I go in. I tell the lady, I need water. She's like, oh, well, sir, there's water right by your site, but there's some people over there, and I think you'd be impeded. You might not be able to get there. So why don't you go past so instead of turning in, just driving up and turning into my site. She goes, go up top. You hang a left. There's a station there where you can dump and get water. So I was like, okay, great. She goes, yeah. And then you can and she drew me a map, like literally. And I have a photo of she drew me a map and goes, go this way, and then back down and then into your site. Two fucking things wrong with that map and that drawing. I could not swing around a 45-foot bus on that corner that she sent me around. She thought I was in a trailer, a pull trailer.
Oh yeah.
She got me confused with somebody else. Secondly, you cannot make the turn from the top going down the hill into the fucking campsite where I was staying. So not only did I hit the boulder and damage my bus, now my brain's rattled and frazzled. I've just smashed my bus. I'm fucking devastated. Now I try to make the turn into my new site, and I hear on the other side. You can't make the fucking turn. Thankfully, there's no boulder there. It was dirt and shit, and a side hill. So, and I'm coming around the side hill, and I take out this part of the side hill. So, more damage to the bus. Thankfully, not a lot, but it's still something that is an insurance claim. And anyways, it was that lady's fault. She fucked up. She felt awful. She apologized at least 100 times while I was there. They comped my entire week. Was on them. They had a private party on the weekend. I was personally invited. It was their daughter's 21st birthday. They had a band and everything. Everything was comped for me. Free food, free booze the entire night. They felt horrible. They were. I think they were just scared as shit. I was going to sue their ass because she knew she fucked up. And anyways, that was the beginning of the disaster of what all these six claims. Ever since that happened, shit just went downhill, and it actually made me scared of this bus. And so
stay tuned for future programming from Bonzi Live.
Yeah,
homeless in America.
You joke, but I mean, I
Couch
love
surfing.
I love this bus. Don't get it. I am content as a motherfucker living on this bus. I am not happy driving it around
in the one
anymore.
stall. Yeah, no, I hear you.
But that being said, there's so much money sitting on this bus. I'm gonna make a mint on it. Knock on wood. That's the goal. And then I've looked at renting houses in the LA region with my son. My oldest son lives in Santa Monica right now. And so we're looking at, we just talked in the past week, we're looking at getting a place together down in Santa Monica. Actually, just outside. Santa Monica's cold. I don't know if you know much about LA.
I know nothing about LA.
Entire of the whole of California is bloody hot, okay? But anywhere along the ocean, it's a lot cooler because you get the ocean breeze. But once you get about 3 miles in, that breeze disappears and California is bloody hot. Mm-hmm. So we're going to find a balance somewhere around the LA, Santa Monica-ish area where he's doing a lot of studio recording and singing down there. So, and then I want to get into, I'm this close to finding an agent. My reel is almost done for Hollywood. And then I just need the old headshots of this. Which I'm still trying to figure out because
I don't have a long enough telephoto lens from here.
It's a party at the back, but it's there's a lot lacking at the front. So I don't want to cut my hair. I can put it in a ponytail now. I love the curls, and that's the look I kind of want to perceive it. I'm more going for voice acting. So you don't need to see this in voice acting stuff anyway. So I'm not cutting my hair. I'm holding on for one last
hurrah.
The
fuck out of when you go to pick up your Academy Award for best vocals in the voice acting role.
I'll just wear
your hat off.
I'll just wear a fedora. Those are fancy dress hats. And I like your thinking, by the way. That is my goal within the next 10 years. Bonzi wants to win an Oscar or some sort of fancy award for best voice actor in something.
Well, and why else would a person do it?
Right?
You're not going to get recognized on the street unless you have a distinctive voice that was used in a movie, and you're the only one that can do it. And you walk into the restaurant going, and they recognize your voice. That's the only way that's going to happen because your face isn't seen. So
not everybody knows much about old Bonzi, but I struggle with self-confidence, if you will.
You got to win the fucking award. That's all there is to it.
So I feel that I'm in a good place. I feel confident.
As long as you thank me,
I will.
We're golden, brother.
I'll be. It'll be full out. Shout out to Wades. You've given me nothing but love and support, so I thank you for that. But I'm finding a lot more confidence in myself, and Dean's been a huge help. Being part of that shenanigans.
Dean Blundell Network now. That's
once or twice a week. It's given me huge confidence. It's funny. I see my show, and I only get the numbers from Facebook and YouTube.
Right.
And then the Facebook numbers have dropped drastically, which is hilarious. And I love it, which means people are watching elsewhere. But then I got the the Dean Blundell numbers after the show. And it looks like, and that's why I don't like why they put the numbers up. It'll say, 4 people are watching on Facebook, or it'll be 11 people are watching on YouTube. But it doesn't show the grand total of, because it broadcasts to 4 or 5 different sites, right?
Right.
So it only shows each number where those people are watching. Yeah. But it was nice to see the number of 500 plus people watching the show almost regularly on a regular basis for Bonzi. So on the Dean Blundell Network. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So
well, he's got a big following. Like I stumbled on to Dean's network because of Lachlan. I know Locke a little bit. I've done some work with the radio station, doing pictures and stuff, and hanging out with the guys. So I don't. We're not friends. We're not buddies. We're acquaintances. I know them. I give them a hard time. Same way you and I.
They
know
love you on the show, though. They love the support and everything. So
yeah. So I've jumped on the show, and now I've almost become a nuisance / the annoying guy that I'll text whatever's on my fucking mind at any given fucking time, and I don't fucking care because I'm like Lachlan. I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
God, I love that guy.
So, and Doe and I are the same way. Neither one of us give a shit. The house is burning down. Well, fucking get the animals out. And where's my wallet? Passport. Okay, let's wait 20 minutes, then we'll phone the fucking fire department. Because it's going to take them half an hour to get here.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, run to the gas station, get some more fuel. Let's get this bitch going good.
Move the lawnmower
because
closer.
We don't fucking care, right?
Shit. Welcome to Bitch Fest on Friday night with Wade Paul.
Exactly. So I'm the same way on Dean's podcast. I got something to say. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
They want to think I'm the retarded fool on the show. So be it. I'm the retarded fool on the show.
Yeah.
But it's fun because I can guarantee you he shuts down the podcast and sits back and goes, that what he said was actually pretty fucking funny. It's just inappropriate at the time or the wrong time to bring it in, but that was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. So, no, you got some zingers on there. I love it.
Oh yeah, I get a few every now and again. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again, right?
Sure do.
Cool.
Speaking of blind squirrels, what about that saber-toothed tiger thing that you did you have a date or did you not have a date? You never did answer that.
Yeah, we never got to that. I was trying to avoid
skirting all the way around.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Wait, who invited her to the show, by the way, please?
She owns my ass. She's allowed to do what she wants, brother. You know,
right? She's the boss.
You were there once before. Yeah.
Oh, I was. Yeah.
26 years later, I just sit back and go, it's all yours, honey.
Good for you. I did 17.
26. Wait a minute.
Married for 26, hasn't been?
Uh-oh.
Did I fuck that?
Uh-oh. Wait.
31 years together.
Married for 26.
Okay.
Together, yeah.
Married for 26. So it's only 26 years I'm legally responsible for going.
You go ahead.
The first 5 years, I could have put up a fight and then been single again. So
yeah, well, good for you guys, right? For being 31 years, that's incredible because it really doesn't happen a lot anymore. My parents are still together. I'm super thankful for that, and I am pissed off and bummed out that I was 17 years and I thought I was when you hit 15 or 14, I'm running. Sorry, I should say I was married 15 years in total, 17 together. But when it's in my, that was a long time. I got married at 23. I was like, holy shit. And then people didn't expect us to last a year.
Yep.
I was a fucking hooligan. So I didn't even think it would last a year. But it lasted 15. So I think in the end, I'm winning. I got two amazing boys out of it. They're beyond talent. They're way more talented than me, but because of me. Thank you.
Demon sperm.
And
thank fucking God they look like their mother though.
Fuck, whatever, dude. If you seen my boys, they are spitting image of this. Yeah, they're lucky. Because look how handsome they're gonna be when they're 47 years old, mister.
Well, got the dimples. They got the dimples.
They certainly do have my dimples. That's for sure.
47 years old, and they can both sing, so they'll be the second coming of Kim Mitchell.
They're both musically inclined.
Oh yeah, both.
And
I knew the one was, but I didn't know both were.
Yeah, the little brother is too. He started as a magician. He's a professional magician. He's done some amazing stuff. Had his own show. I'll give a shout out to it. Go check it out on CBC Kids. It's Thrillutionists, and Brad did 10 episodes. And the magic. And these are just kids back then. They were, when he filmed this, he was 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there.
Wow.
Anyways, and then these kids are pulling off adult, like crazy magic stuff. And all three of them on the show are super talented. It's a great show. It's called The Thrillutionists. Go check it out. Especially if you have kids, they'll just love it. So yeah, Brad was super talented, and he's been doing magic for 9 years now. And then he's just recently in the past year or two got into music like his older brother, and he's killing it. He's up and coming too, so watch out for him.
Yeah, I know. I watched Ty's videos. They're absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
say,
they sure are.
not my cup of tea as far as music goes.
For sure.
Because I'm fucking older than dirt.
But it's not that
But
hardcore rap shit.
It's not that
either.
hardcore rap shit. No,
It's poppy rap. We'll
I
call
sat
it.
here
you
going.
can deal with
I
that.
sat here bopping and going. You know what? I could listen
Yeah.
to this shit.
It's decent.
This is not bad at all.
Yeah. So go check it out, everybody. It's shameless promotion for my sons. It's Ty
Plug away.
Bond on YouTube. He just dropped a new, brand new song, Foreign. No video for that yet, but it's coming. But he just dropped a video about a month ago for his single Cruising, and the video's to die.
Yeah,
Like, it's killer. They smoking hot chick in it for one.
If you cannot stand rap, if you cannot stand Ty's voice, if you don't like Ty's music, if none of that appeals to you, shut the volume off.
Just watch the video.
Just watch the girl.
Yeah, because she's not ugly. Former Playboy playmate. And I shouldn't even say former. I think she still does some work for them. But lovely girl, Allie Rose. Go check her out. Go check out Ty Bond. He's got a ton of stuff on YouTube and more to come. He's actually going in the studio Monday for a 13-hour session. And then coming up also this month in August, he's going to shoot a video with one of Wiz Khalifa's guys in the Taylor Gang crew, which I know it doesn't mean a lot to you, but in the music world, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
he's going to be shooting a video with one of Wiz's guys, Young Deji. So they'll be collaborating and doing a song and a video together, and that'll be out within a month or two, I'd say. So we'll see how
pretty quick.
it depends how the whole shoot goes, the editing.
My claim to fame for rap is doing sound production for Tupac band. They were up here doing a charitable deal here a couple of years ago for a charity I work with.
Nice.
So I was doing sound production for that.
That's a big deal, mister.
My claim to fame. Well, Tupac's been dead for years, but these guys are doing.
Yeah. Is he dead?
Doing his stuff.
Is he dead?
No, he's not. He's hanging with Elvis.
How big into the conspiracy world are you guys? That's a whole nother show. Let's not get there.
Yeah,
let's
not go there right now.
Let's hear about this date.
Let's hear about
Okay,
Bring it all the way around it again.
Twice I've deflected. Fuck damn you, Wade. And okay, so I went out on this. I went out on the date. We had a great time. She was in full party mode. There was a couple times where I thought we were almost headed back potentially to the bus. And then she was like, "Oh, do you want?" Oh, my lights almost kicked my light over. So she wanted to keep going to this bar, and I'd already worked. I'd been touring all day. I'd rented a car, and I'd had long days getting some footage, filming, and then it got to the point where she was on a level of drunkenness where I wasn't. I only had a couple of drinks because I'm trying to stay off the booze. And I had the rental car, so I only had a couple of drinks. Well, she was shot out of a cannon. I also learned really quickly that I don't have enough zeros in my bank account to afford her lifestyle and what she was looking for in a fella. Now, and in all fairness, beautiful lady. I was married 31 years, and then all of a sudden has been single. So she's lived a lifestyle, and she's looking to continue said lifestyle with somebody that's got zeros, not a zero.
I have zeros, but they're all in the front of my account.
Yeah, right.
Shit. I got more zeros than any billionaire out there. They're in front of my account.
She's not looking to fuck a guy on a bus in an RV resort. Put it that way.
kind of like the hookers in Vegas, huh?
Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't even come on the bus, even if you pay them. They're like,
yeah, I know.
Fuck it.
It's brutal.
Yeah. The only guys that get laid on a bus is rock stars, not radio or podcasters.
No, that's right.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
I'm the po' boy on a bus, not a rock star on a bus. There's a big difference, mister. Believe me, you.
Oh, I know.
I stayed away from buses. I just drove my own wheels.
Yeah, there you go. So that was it. Listen, we're still like, she's an awesome person. We get along. She's cool, but listen, at the end of the day, she's just not looking for a fella like Bonzi.
Well, her loss.
Even with all this, Wade.
Her loss, dude. Her loss.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, she doesn't even know anything about how I've mastered the 2-finger cul-de-sac, which I've made famous on the Dean podcast. But yeah, you're right. It's her loss. She'll never know the sexual prowess of Bonzi's skills.
Or the letdown.
I think I've said enough. There's no letdown, mister. Believe me, you.
Any thoughts on Nicaragua? Are you going to head down there?
Yeah. So listen, I would love to go, and I may end up going for only a month, and here's why. There's a couple reasons. I do have some business to take care of down there. My son, even though we're potentially looking at moving in together, and I do think that will happen because my goal is to stay and be here.
Yeah.
But the bus does need fixed. So if I think there's going to be about a month or two gap between me and my son getting a place. And there's a few reasons for that also. One, his schedule and his commitment to where he's staying now. Two, his mom's coming down to see him soon I think at the end of August, beginning of September. So, and me and his mom haven't spoken in forever. So that wouldn't be a solid crossover.
Yeah.
So there may be, I really did want to go, and I do want to go to Nicaragua, but the amount of work I've put into focusing on trying to get my foot in the door of being here in LA, or I'm about an hour and a half, 2 hours outside of LA, but I'm that close, and I'm working my way there. And I'm not going there until everything's tickety boo. I need my reel done, which we're close. I need the headshots, which the headshots aren't even that important in the voice acting world, but they do help. Everything helps. The full package. You know what I mean? Excuse me. So
COVID cough.
We're close, and it almost makes me want to stay here and grind it out, and not fuck off to Nicaragua. But at the same time, I have not had a break since the second I stepped on that plane in March. Now, people say, "Oh fuck, I see whatever you do every day and stuff," but they see everything I do, and it looks fantastic, and I am having a great time, but
it's work.
It's work. I'm filming. Do you know how many takes I fucking do sometimes for promos and just stuff for the videos that I make and stuff? It's work. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. I love it. It beats painting houses, for a living, which I love doing, by the way. But this is work. And plus, I also have my full-time job that not many people might not know about. Is I still voice act 10, 12 hours a day of scripts to keep up with my workload. So it's been a lot in 4 months of traveling, trying to keep up with my full-time job, editing videos, doing shows. It's been a shit ton, dude. And I'm tired.
Oh, no doubt.
That's
So
like
and you do need a break.
When Wade does a photo shoot or whatever, people don't realize it's 2-3 days of work. It's like,
it's not just snapping pictures like this, right?
That was one of my bitches earlier that we were talking about, bitch day, right? Twice in the last 2-3 weeks, I got invited to functions. Well, you and Doe come along, da-da-da-da. Okay, bring your camera. Well, why? Well, you could take some pictures. Well, who's paying the bill? What? I mean,
right?
That's how I earn my living, man.
No, that's what you do.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. I take pictures for a living.
I also get fucking paid,
Exactly. I get paid for it.
My boy needs to get paid.
I get paid well for it. And just, not your average schlock guy with a camera. I'm not. And this is the other one that just drives me up the wall. My girlfriend has a camera. She's going to do our wedding pictures. She's a photographer. Oh, yeah. How long has she been a photographer? Well, she got her camera about 6 months ago. So she has a camera. Yeah.
So
how long has she been a photographer? Well, for 6 months. Where did she go to school? School? Yeah. Where did she go to school to learn the trade of photography? There's schools for that?
Yeah, what?
Fuck yeah.
Come again?
There's studios back in the day, like hello,
My studio back in the day, I used to teach.
Wow.
You know,
in
teach
'86.
That's
photography.
wild.
Yeah, for years I taught photography in studios and stuff, and those guys are all, the majority of them are doing very well at it. The ones that have stayed with it. It's
Cool.
a tough grind. It's a cutthroat industry. It's a very tough grind right now. There's not a lot of money in it because everybody has a cell phone and everybody's a photographer now.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's you and I are podcasting, so we're fucking TV stars now.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
dude.
same, you know, same thing, man. You know?
TV personalities.
We're TV personalities, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll send you my autograph. You send me yours, and we'll call it even. Have your people call my people. We'll swap autographs. You know,
Yeah, for sure. Well, you
Yeah,
know
it's
what's
just
funny
ridiculous.
is I did actually sign a few autographs back in my day. So
yeah.
I went to college for radio and TV broadcasting,
Yeah, I
and
did as well.
couple of years later, I got onto radio in Barrie at B101, and there was a handful of times where either kids or even adults would be like, I'd be somewhere and at events, it was where you would get sign most of your stuff, but I would be somewhere, just say at the mall, and you're buying a hat or a hoodie or even an ice cream at the fucking whatever, and buddy and I just say, oh, hey, can I get this? And buddy like, are you Greg Bond from B101? And I'd be like, yeah, I am. And he's, oh, I know that voice. Can you sign this? And it would just be like, back then I was just, dude, like, there's A, B, C class celebrities. I was like an F class.
F minus.
I think I've graduated to about a D right now. I think I'm at. So
here's the story. Took broadcasting in college, worked for a handful of radio stations through northern Canada, up in the Yukon and up in territory.
Oh shit! You really went fucking.
Oh yeah, down into Alberta. Gave all that up because I found I made more money DJing one wedding on a weekend. I was making more money than I was making in a month on radio.
Wow.
So did that for years. Doe and I, on one of our first dates, I took her to the Mayfield Hotel here in Edmonton, a dinner theater.
Yeah, class act.
Very classy, high end. Just
good for you, Wade. Way to fucking throw out all the chips in one go.
I had a wad.
Napkins. Cloth napkins are not.
I had
my
a pocket
friend.
full of money, and I blew the whole fucking wad on this date. So here we are. We're at the Mayfield Dinner Theater. I get up to go to the washroom, and my hair's down to the crack of my ass. I was still working with bands and stuff at the time. Hair's down to the crack of my ass. Spiral perm. Walk into the washroom, do my thing, turn around, go to the sink to wash my hands, and buddy turns and looks at me, and it was one of these looks. And I look at him. He's, fuck, dude. If my daughter knew I saw you here and didn't ask you for an autograph, she'd fucking kill me. Would you mind? I mean, I know you're out private. Would you mind? Okay. Fuck. No. So he hands me a piece of paper and a pen. I sign it for him. The guy behind him turns and says, yeah, you better sign one for me too, because I'm in the same boat if my daughter knows I saw you here and didn't ask. Okay. Sign my name. Cool. No idea who these guys thought I was.
Yeah.
But thinking back, they probably were in a bar I DJ'd in or at a wedding that I DJ'd at or a function I DJ'd at and recognized me from there but couldn't place me.
Really?
Or the Coke lines were just too hot in that bathroom.
They thought, Candy. You'll never believe it. I met John Candy.
Me and Gary Berghoff were just hanging there. I don't know what was going on. So then we're right in front of the stage. Okay, the stage is here. Our table is right here.
Let me tell this. He's Mr. Class Act. Okay, we go through this buffet and they got it all, like the king of buffets. There's all sorts of seafood. There's all kind of steak, all kinds of stuff. So I asked him, I was like, what's this pink stuff? Right, these big coins of pink stuff. I've never seen it before in my life. Right, like what? He says, I don't know. Put it on your plate. Try it. You might like it. So okay, Mr. Big Shot. Go back and we've got right on the stage, literally. Little tiny table for two. I can reach up and touch somebody's shoes. That's how close we are to these actors. Put this thing, just pop it in my mouth. Well, lo and behold, it's pickled frickin' ginger. I've never had anything hotter in my entire life. My eyes are like watering. Cloth napkins. I can't spit this out. Like I eat. I'm not a girly girl. Like, I will
Yeah.
frickin' eat. My plate is like heaping with stuff, right? Like, I can't
Class.
spit this out anywhere. Like,
Mr.
Yeah.
Class.
so I'm looking around. My eyes are watering. My makeup's running.
Saves the
He
day.
puts his hand out like this, and he says, "Just spit it in my hand." I'm like,
Saves
"Ew."
the day.
What a
So-
man.
Spit it in his hand. What does he do? Crunches it up, hucks it under the stage.
Problem
Attaboy,
solved,
Wade.
right? Problem fucking solved.
What a champion right there.
That
Oh my
pickled
God.
ginger's probably still under that fucking stage.
Awful.
30 years later.
I didn't realize pickled ginger was that hot.
Oh my
it-
God. It was
yeah, it's
horrible.
spicier than
Is it?
hell.
Yeah.
Or it might have been
Was-
horseradish. I don't know, but
I
whatever
think it was
it was
pickled
hot.
in horseradish or something. It was pretty brutal.
Oh,
Pretty
wow.
brutal stuff, man.
It was hotter than wasabi.
Good
Come on.
times.
I don't even know what it was
Good
to
times.
this day, but anytime I walk through a buffet, if there's anything pink and it's cut like a coin, I just walk the other way. We're not even discussing it. It's just go
Hard
the other
pass.
way.
Wow.
Well, Bonzi, I'm going to let you run. I appreciate
Yeah,
you
man.
coming on. It's been a slice, and we'll
Thanks for
touch
having
base
me
again
again,
in a
dude.
couple, 2 or 3 weeks. See where you are. See what's going on.
Yeah.
see if you're
I love-
homeless.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few options. I'll either be in about, I would guesstimate 2 to 3 weeks from now. I will either still be here, which I won't complain about. I will either be in Nicaragua, or I still won't be in a house yet in the LA region with my son. I think we're about a month or two out on that. It depends, and I could be wrong. We could find a smash of a deal come September 1st, which is kind of my goal, actually. But I don't want to step on any toes. I don't want to put my son in a weird predicament. So even though we'd be living together, I mean, his mom's still going to have to get a hotel and stuff. So I don't think it would be an issue at the end of the day. It wouldn't be an issue. But I'm not sure if September 1st is going to be feasible for either of us. Just, I know his August is insane. I still don't have everything figured out and ready. So I know the bus is going to either, it has to. Now, I haven't worked this out with insurance yet. He asked me today if I wanted to put the bus or where I wanted the bus to get worked on in California. I didn't want to step on any toes yet, and I'm going to speak to my manager because he's way smarter than me, and that's why I have a manager. I want to find out my best options and maybe ask for just a cut me a check.
Yeah,
you know,
the bus off.
Right, the bus off. From what I've seen, and other from other damages, because I'm part of a bunch of Facebook groups of Prevost buses. Excuse me, and I've seen other people have posted the exact same thing in the exact same spot. I've seen people do that, and some of the costs are upwards of, through insurance, $70,000.
Wow.
It doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't, because and I really did her up. Now the damage looks, it's funny how it works, Wade. The damage is definitely in one spot, but that damage was so detrimental to so many other spots.
Yeah, the whole integrity of that side of the bus.
It only takes this much. So that's good. Even though the doors would be cheaper now, and I got a quote for the doors of about 10 plus grand. But I think the rest of the work involved with all 4 of those doors is going to get right up there.
The
and
labor's gonna bounce real
I
fast.
won't tell you what I paid for the bus and stuff, but I think we're going to, fingers crossed, I think everything might work out pretty well. Now, that being said, they're not going to insure me anymore, but
I think
we'll be okay.
What do you care? Yeah.
So we'll see.
And before I let you go here, I do have one private message here from Sarge saying, "Get your fucking Kevin shot." Not bad, huh?
Yeah, good.
I've only
for
heard you
you.
do your mom 2 or 3 times, so I figured I'd throw that out there.
That's
been
a
practicing
really good.
in my truck,
I
driving
like the
around.
impression. Yeah,
Driving around in my truck, practicing that.
Yeah, me mom wants me to get me covered. God damn it, Gregory! Will you please go get that bloody COVID shot? For Christ's sakes, I just don't understand why you don't. So yeah, she gets right worked up. Old
Never met
Penelope.
your mother, love her already.
Oh, she's the best, dude.
I think we'd
Everybody
get
loves
along,
her.
man. Right on. Well, you have a good night, brother. We'll talk to you in a
Thanks
couple
for
weeks.
having me, guys. You guys
No
are
problem.
the best. I appreciate you having me on your podcast. I love it, and I'll promote it as much as I can too. So love you guys.
Appreciate that. Have a good one, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you.
Take care.
Take
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
And on that note, thanks, Bonzi, for coming out. You can catch Bonzi, Dean Blundell Network, Bonzi Live, YouTube, all over the place, Facebook, Greg Bond. Super nice cat. Super good guy. Lots of fun. Anything else, though? No? Yes? No?
Nope.
I'm
That's it
spent.
for me.
I need coffee, and there's none left. So I'm going to make some more coffee.
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect. Thanks for joining me, sweetie. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye. You're
Bye.
out. Cut you off. I get the last word. As always, it's my podcast, and I should. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Another fun show. Man, we went a long time, just about 2 hours here. But worth it. It was a lot of fun. Enjoy having Bonzi on. He's a great guy. Some great stories. Talk to him just about daily. And it's just a shit show. We fucking laugh. My God, we laugh. I want to thank my sponsor, Tamara. All these great cups she's making me. She's made one for Locker now at 95.7 Cruise FM, the morning show there, the Locker Room. Now Locke's wanting a whole pile of stuff. So Tamara's my new sponsor. She'll be handing me free cups now for the next 6 or 8 months. Every time I ask, I get a cup. That's the rules. That's how sponsorship works. Because she's not going to buy me the bus because she doesn't have that kind of money, or buy me the motorhome. She doesn't have that kind of money. But if you need cups, if you need, she can do canvases now and fabrics. She's getting a t-shirt press. That's coming right away. So give her a little time to practice with that. And she has these inks that they heat press on like your old heat press does, but they actually go right into the fabric of the shirt so they don't wash out. They don't crack and break off and stuff like that. Really neat stuff. So give it a little while. She'll be making shirts. You need some shirts done up for your company, for your ball team, we'll get you talking to Tamara. She can tell you what she can and can't do. She can do coffee cups, wine glasses, beer mugs, steins, what have you. Anything to do with that shit, she can do it. She can do dishwasher safe stuff. Yep. My bitch day mug it's featured in the opening. This one here. I don't know if you can see it. That one there. This one, dishwasher safe. And then she made these ones for us for Christmas. They don't show up very well because the 2020 fucking bullshit. Would not recommend. 1 star. She made those for us for Christmas. A couple different versions of them. Not dishwasher, not dishwasher safe. Don't put those in the dishwasher. Fuck. I gotta go. I can't even speak English. And anyone, right? If you can get a hold of Taya for shipping musical instruments from Vancouver to Puerto Vallarta, if you know of somebody that can do this, legit do this. Let me know. Let Tamara know. Let Taya know. We got to figure this out. We got a bunch of musical instruments. It's all charitable. It's all because of Taya's work with charity, getting these musical instruments together to take to a music group in Puerto Vallarta for students, young kids learning music. Get a hold of her, Taya Dockstetter on Facebook, the Giving Back Experience group. Get a hold of them. Let them know. Imperative. We got to get these musical instruments down there because when I go to Mexico in December, I have a wedding to shoot down there in December. And when I go down there in December to shoot this wedding, I want to see these instruments being played by these kids in Puerto Vallarta. I want them to serenade me as I walk into the ocean and drown myself is what I really want. I can't do that. I swim too well to drown myself. Yeah, they'll serenade me just because I'm a nice guy. And on that note, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Talk to you later.
Perhaps it is the context in which words are spoken that give them the power or meaning. I love